Hey guys.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you everyone for joining.
Maybe I'm gonna start with introductions. We have Elena, who is an awesome person, by the way, and professional. I like to joke that she's from the future, and I always tell her, "Hey, Elena, we're modernizing the book industry, and you need to like really dumb it down." And because she works with AI and she has like awesome clients, yeah, that's her. So Elena,
Yeah,
thank you very much for
that's how I am usually.
throwing this webinar. We also have John from Trustpilot. Thank you, Trustpilot, for being a partner, from showing up. John will be giving you an awesome, very strong case study of a bookstore that has actually achieved a remarkable milestone. They have over 2.5 million reviews. If you go to their Trustpilot, it's all green. And as you guys know, credibility is everything that you have in business. Everything. And you as a bookseller, we always joke that we compete with Amazon because we have this technology now. But ultimately, I think the advantage is the curation. Curation, awesome customer support, community. I think that's the edge. And our goal here is to equip you guys with awesome, simple tools and with the biggest players in the space. And frankly, we're just here to connect the dots. So we're not reinventing the wheel. And Elena will start with a session on AI. We also have Pavel. Thank you, Pavel, for being our CTO. And I like to joke, he's the Polish Elon Musk, because he knows everything about the system. And I just show up and I'm just this funny guy speaking sometimes. So I'm the mouthpiece, but he's the brain. So I'll hand over to Pavel, and then we'll hand over to Elena for the opening session. That'll be 10 minutes. Then we'll have the main session with Shopify. And then we'll have Trustpilot and this awesome case study.
Yeah.
So over to Pavel and Elena. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Marcin. Yeah, so I just wanted to go through the agenda really quick. We wanted to show you the possibilities, what's possible with the modern e-commerce and how bookstores can take advantage of that. So Elena is going to go and show you the very easy way to create the storefront. And then we will go through Shopify to show you what's possible, how you can use it to automate things, to organize it neatly and make it easy for your customers to find what they're looking for. And then we will hand over to Gian and we will talk about the power of credibility and the reviews. Thank you very much, guys. Elena, on to you.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm so excited to be here with Pavel and Martin. They're incredible professionals. I'm so glad we are doing that together and super proud of them. I know they're working with more than 100 bookstores and are incredible experts. So I can't wait to hear what you're going to talk about next. And my name is Elena Nikiforia. I'm a mom, I'm a fashion lover, and I work with AI. I'm coming from the future, but today we're not going to talk about that. Me, Pavel, and Marcin working together in the future, but today is going to be very simple. I can reassure you in that. So a few years ago, I worked in marketing agencies. I was a web developer. I was building coding and we were doing everything connected with the website. It was taking web design takes a long time. It used to take for 3 to 6 months to build a website. Sometimes it takes more than 1 year, depending on the project. For a bigger project, it was going for more than 1 year. And so I think when ChatGPT came out 3 years ago, my life changed and I saw something interesting about AI. And I thought, if this thing AI can help me to make my work easier, or it can save me more time, that would be amazing. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And then I started learning about it. So I was just trying to figure out how this thing can help me. So I built more than 80 online experiences. I loved creating websites and designing. And after I started working with AI, my work became easier, and we don't do any more coding, and it's just more simple. So today I'm going to show you a modern tool about how you can do your website. I created one specifically for you today. It's a simple website for a bookstore. I'm going to show it to you. It took me about 2 hours to create it. I used just one tool. This tool looks like ChatGPT. It's not ChatGPT, but you can use simple prompts, and the tool is creating your website. I'm going to show you now how this looks like. Okay, so simply, this is how the tool looks like on the back end. Is a website, and I have here the website that I built. This is how it looks like. It's a bookstore with a simple headline. I have a button here to enter the library. I put a little bit of social proof so that we had members of the book club. We had more than 10,000 rare books, and we sold to more than 50 countries. So everything you can customize, you can do it the way you want. You can provide it with samples and examples. And I put a little bit of about the values about my bookstore. So it is about wisdom, beauty, and belonging. And in that way, I put a little bit of information so my customers or potential customers, they can connect with me and see what I'm doing. We can include a little story here about your business, about how you started and how far you've come from the time you started, and a little story about you so they can understand more about you and what you're doing. Then I put a little section about what kind of books, limited editions, the cultural events, and I included a social membership club that they can sign in for. And I created this whole section with featured collections of limited editions books that I feature on the homepage. And to be honest, AI created all of these pictures of the books and also created the titles here. You, of course, if you take a little bit more time, you can include the titles and the pictures exactly as they are. So I'm not sure if AI did everything correctly as the original books, as I told him to, but everything here is AI generated from with this tool. So this is how it looks like on the back. I just write my prompts here on the left side, and on the right side, it shows me how it's going to look like, and I can alter it the way I want it until I like what I see. And I've done that multiple times. I created multiple websites. I've worked and tried different prompts. So I created a file. I'm going to send it to you. Everybody who wants to know more about that, how to create your website. So this website can be integrated directly to Shopify, simple and efficient. And I'm going to send you all of that and the whole training about how I created the website. So here, let me show you the button. I have the library. I click and I have another page. So it can create a fully functioning website for you. Here I split into different categories, so it's easier for the people to search. And now I have books in each one of these categories, so they can look at all the inventory that I have. And once they like a book, they will click on it, and it's gonna go to the cart, and they can purchase the book directly. So this is how it is. It's a simple website, but you can, of course, include more pages. You can include more features. You can add more things to it. I just made it simple, elegant, modern, so I can show you today. And this is pretty much. I'm gonna add my email on the chat box. So if you're interested to learn more about that, I have about 1 hour training about how I do these websites. I'm going to send the prompts as well. And you can send me an email just asking for that, and I'm going to send it to you.
That looks amazing. So essentially, with just a few prompts and a conversation, we can create a bookstore, a website for Bookstore that is actually inside of Shopify. So
Absolutely. Yes.
so it looks beautiful, doesn't require any design or any technical knowledge. And then the Shopify is really powering the rest. So all the e-commerce logic and all the great things that we are going to show you next that bookstores can leverage using Shopify.
Yeah, amazing. So thank you so much, guys, and let's give it to Pavel and Marcin.
Thank you, Elena. Thank you, Elena, for showing us that. So we wanted to show you the possibilities. Right now, you can create a storefront just like that using AI that is integrated, is basically a Shopify store. So I wanted to show you how Shopify can help you run a a bookstore, online bookstore. I don't know if you guys already use. I saw on the chat that some of you already use Shopify, so you're probably familiar. But we also have a lot of people that are thinking of using Shopify, or they are considering it as a solution for online sales of their bookstore. So we are going to keep it high level just to show you what's possible and how you can import books, how you can use metadata, and how you can automate using smart collections, how to add extra filters, and basically organize your store to make it easy for everyone to find what you're looking for. So I want to start with our Shopify application. Emersoft is a third party that created integration between Shopify and Ingram, and our goal is to modernize the books industry that we believe in. We read a lot of books and we buy a lot of books, so we want to help booksellers to focus on selling, focus on books, and don't spend too much time inside of their online store and figuring out things and basically organizing and adding new releases, new books. So this is the application, and that app lives inside of your Shopify store. So you don't need to go anywhere else outside of your store. And it's integrated with huge catalog of data from Ingram Content Group. There is more than 12 million titles available inside of this application. And we have the advanced filtering on the top. You can just browse and filter the database easily, find what you're looking for. So if I click on any of those books, you can see books details. So we have the cover image, we have the title, the ISBN, we have authors information, the publishing date. This is also very helpful because you can easily identify books that are for pre-sale. And I'm going to show you how to easily organize pre-sale books in a collection. So if I scroll down, we also have BISAC subjects, which are essentially categories. It's an industry standard in books to organize books. We see the religion and all that things. And if I scroll down, we also have the annotation and the publishing marketing. So all the information that we want for books to have on our website. Right now, I already populated my bookstore with some books. Those grayed out checkboxes mean that those books are already in my store, but we can browse by BISAC subjects. So I can go for romance and I can select, let's say, fiction romance. And I want to see what books are available in the database from Ingram. So I click search and those are the results. And I want to add some of those books to my store. I can just select some of them just like that, hit import. Here we have the import confirmation page. And as you can see, all BISAC subjects are added as tags. And that enables a lot of automations inside of Shopify because Shopify uses tags for all sorts of conditions inside of collections, inside of filtering. So I'm just gonna go ahead and import those books. And just like that, simple, all books are added to my store. They're being created, and then let's go to products. By default, they are added as draft. As you can see here, we have some big numbers in the inventory. And this is all synced with Ingram's web services, with Ingram's database. So now I'm in the book. And as you can see, the description is here, the title is here. We have the cover image, the BISAC subjects as tags, price sections populated. So we have the price, we have the cost. So that's how much it costs to buy this book from Ingram. Shopify automatically calculates the margin and the profit. This is very helpful for your analytic dashboards, financial analytics that are pretty robust inside of Shopify. And then we also have inventory. So Shopify is very flexible. And I know a lot of you guys have brick and mortar. So you want to sell online and you want to sell books in store. So if you want to achieve that, you can just add additional location to those products. Let's say I'm going to add my shop location. I save it. And then here I can just update the inventory. Of course, Shopify has options to bulk update inventory. It supports all sorts of CSV files. So it's very easy to update that. And then you can fulfill products from your brick and mortar that connects with Shopify POS, which I'm also going to show you in a minute how it looks like. And you can just, automate you can sync the inventory that you have in store with the inventory that you have on your online store. And a lot of our clients, they actually use Ingram's warehouse, Ingram's fulfillment as a backup. So they first fulfill through their brick and mortar. And then if they run out of products, that location is taken automatically used for the fulfillment. We also have the metadata that I was showing you. So we have the publishing date. Then we also identify if the product is pre-order. We have the authors list. So with this information, I can just go to collections and I can easily automatically organize my products. So let's say I already have my finance collection. I already have my pre-orders collection. So as you can see, I have the condition. It's a smart collection. Maybe let me start again. So I will show you exactly how it works. So pre-orders, finance, let's say. Now I select a smart and then I can use tag to look for BISAC subjects. So I want books that are from finance category, but I also want those books to be only for pre-sale. So then I can change the condition and I can use Ingram is pre-order and set it to true. And just like that, it's gonna organize all my products, all my books in the store by those two conditions. Right now, I don't have any pre-order books that are in finance, but I can remove one condition, hit save, and now it's going to add my one only pre-order book that I have in the store. And you can also do the same with authors. So I can have my pre-order, but I can also add authors and then just type the author name for the book. I mean, the author name. And then I will have this collection that is pre-order and for authors. Or you can go for finance category, but just only for specific authors. And you can combine all those conditions. You can make a collection that needs all the conditions to be true or any of those conditions. So you can say finance and personal growth if you want to have a collection like that. So as you can see, very flexible. You can do a lot with that. Then next, I wanted to show you the POS. So I don't have the physical device with me, but I want to show you the flexibility and the level of customization that is possible inside of Shopify POS. And this is by far the most modern device to sell in store and make sure that you have the full control over the layout, over the location. So for example, here, I can select, I have my two locations. One is my Florida warehouse, but I also sell in person, and I also have my shop location. So I can see that, and you can assign POS to different locations. Then if I want to customize something, I can go and see the layout. So that's what you are going to see on the actual device. You can add different buttons. So let's say I want to add an action that applies discount. So I have a customer and maybe they come to the store every week and I want to give them a discount for the loyalty or something. I just click a button and I can customize that and save it as template. So really a lot of flexibility here. I'm not going to go through all of this because of the time limitation, but I would just want to show you what's possible. We can also preview how that looks on mobile, because Shopify POS is also an application that you can download on your mobile or on your tablet. So you can see how it looks like. I can even show you how receipt looks, and you can customize the design of that as well. So I can go to header and I can say that I don't like that toolbox, right? So I can just remove it. I can add my logo for the branding. I can make the logo to stretch full width. So much customization here. I can move things around, remove, add SKUs, compare at price. So all of that. And then the most important part is the checkout, right? So we want to make sure that it's all clear, people understand what they're buying, and if they get the receipt. So this is an example of how checkout looks on mobile. So you have the first screen with all the products, subtotal, discounts if there are any, then payment approved, and you can select what kind of receipt they want to get. So you can even send it on email. If they have a shop app, which is actually, great distribution network inside of Shopify, so they can get that through shop app, print, you can print that, then thank you. You can also customize that. We can have it on the tablet, that's a little bit bigger. So you can see here, you can change the colors, make sure that it's all full branded. So right now I can make it dark. Obviously doesn't look the best, but this is just an example. Yeah, Shopify, really, we've been in this industry of building software, working with different systems. And in terms of the e-commerce, I honestly think this is the best solution.
Yeah, so what we created here, guys, is, again, I said we're not reinventing the wheel. Later on, we're going to have John from Trustpilot, and you guys all know and heard probably about AEO, Answer Engine Optimization, or someone said in the chat about GEO. So John will address that, but the beauty about Shopify as well is that it integrates, for example, with things like Trustpilot. It integrates with platforms where because customers' behavior has changed over the last few years. And especially in the books industry, what we're seeing, and I know people that are on this webinar, that they don't just sell books. I mean, we have people here selling vinyls, specialty items, which essentially account for more than 30% of all of the sales other than books. Because the books can be a draw as well to get your customers into your experience, into your online store or physical. And then you sell, other specialty items, or you have specialty items as your main thing. And we can also take all that data from the Ingram's catalog. So we have over 12 million products in Ingram's catalog. I mean, think about that. 12 million products that you can just put in your store, and that's all being dropshipped from Ingram and other retailers. But it doesn't need to be. You can easily add your inventory from, let's say, local warehouse. I was on a call with a client. We were doing a demo. What did she ask? If she can add, she asked the question if she can add her items, like her books from her brick and mortar. Of course, you can do that. Shopify is extremely, extremely, extremely flexible. So I just want to make sure that something that we connected here. Again, the biggest e-commerce platform, Shopify accounts for, if you Google, Shopify accounts for more than 11% of all of the global e-commerce. Just let that sink in. More than 11%. So if you know that and you can get a solution for a price of $49 a month, why would you reinvent the wheel with an inferior solution that doesn't even connect to anything like TikTok? Customers are on TikTok, especially now with the busy season, you know, holiday rush. Everybody will want to buy a gift for someone, and most likely it will be a book. And so knowing that the eyeballs are on those platforms like Meta, Google's, TikToks, social media platforms, and newsletters. By the way, I don't know if you guys even understand that people think, what is Shopify? What is Shopify? Oh, it's an e-commerce platform. No, it's a marketing platform. It is a marketing platform. So if you have your e-commerce system, you want to sell. I want to sell. I want to sell. I want to pound. I want to pound. I want to sell. I want to sell. And then you're like, okay, but now, I need to create this custom item. I need to create this custom feature. So I need to find a developer now. So Elena was talking about that because she was a developer. I was a developer. He's still a developer. and so you need to find a developer. You ask them to build it out for you. If you have a custom system like, you know, Drupal, that's very known in this industry. I'm not going to name names, but this industry, the book industry, is extremely outdated. And we're here to modernize and make sure that you guys have innovation and you have finally someone who basically connected the dots with the best systems.
Yeah.
Over to Pavel.
Yeah, so it's great what you said, Marcin. And I also wanted to show you guys another example of how you can use the metadata that is available with every book to further customize your store and further, you know, simplify the experience for your customers. So one of the examples is filtering on the product catalog, right? So if I go to search and discovery application inside of Shopify, and by the way, this is a free app, so it doesn't require it doesn't have any other additional costs. You can go to filters and just add additional filters. So recently we had a customer asking about authors, filtering by authors on his product on the catalog website. And you can just simply create that filter using the meta fields that are available through Ingram. So if I want to create a new filter, let's say I want to do the pre-order, right? So I want to make sure that people can easily find pre-orders. So I just add the pre-order, save, and now I have the pre-order checkbox on my website. It's very easy to customize that. So if I go to my online store, by the way, this is not the final design, but I just want to show you how it looks like. So right now the filters that I was setting there in the application are available here. So I can just go yes, no. So if I click yes, then straight away my pre-order book is available here. I can also do that with authors. So I can just right now I already have this filter selected, so it's only showing me authors that actually have the pre-order book. But now I can just go with any author here. So I see this one has 2 books, and it's that simple. So I just added this one thing quickly here, and it's all ready working. And then if you want to go even further and customize that, you know, more advanced, then there's this application, Smart Product Filter and Search, where you can dive really deep with filters and search, and then with analytics, so you can understand better how people are looking for products on your website, and basically customize the experience to make sure that the products that are most like people are most looking for, maybe categories, maybe collections, maybe authors, you can place them on your homepage or maybe on the top of the page. You just go here and analyze. But this application is very advanced, It's also not for free. We are not affiliated with this one, but I'm just showing you what's possible. Like with Shopify, with this, with all the huge Shopify app marketplace, everything is possible. You just go there and look if something is already available. For example, we had people working with Square and they wanted to move some products to Shopify. There is an app for that. You don't need to, build anything. You don't need to spend money on any kind of integration. You just go, look for it. It's there. You connect, and you have everything outside of the box.
Yeah, so guys, let me stop you for a moment. Is what we're talking about, what we're showing here, interesting at all? Because if it is, type 2. Just put 2 in the chat. Just put 2. I want to see 2. So let's see. 2.
Yeah. And I also
If
saw,
that's interesting,
yeah.
just put 2.
I also saw someone having issues with reports. So I really recommend you to check out the Stocky app. It's also built by Shopify, and it gives you all sorts of reports. Like, I'm not going to dive deep into this because it's very advanced. You can go really deep, create purchase orders, check suppliers, vendors, orders, inventory, reports. One of my favorites and one of the most interesting, I would say, is the ABC analysis, where it automatically groups your products by those categories. And you can see for the category A, it represents the 80% of the revenue that you make on your store. So those are good products. Like, you want to keep them in your store. The category B, it represents the 15% of your revenue. So those are kind of, like maybe medium. Maybe you can keep them. You can maybe, consider replacing them with something. And the category C is the 5% of your revenue on the website. And that usually means that you want to get rid of them and probably don't order them again. So if someone has any issues with reporting, I really recommend checking out this application. It's also official by Shopify and has widgets inside of the POS. So you can access that inside of your POS easily. And then there is one more thing that I wanted to show you guys. This is a little bit of what's going on right now in the industry and where we heading in terms of the AI. I know it might sound, scary for.
Yeah, by the way, I asked Pavel before, he was like, oh, I want to touch on AI. We should talk about AI curation actually as well, just a little bit. But I said, hey, you guys know the book for dummies? Like imagine AI for dummies in the book industry. I said, just make it square, just make sure that it's for dummies times dummies, or it's a dumber version of the AI for dummies in the books industry.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I just, I want to show you because recently Shopify announced a collaboration with OpenAI. And now when people are looking for products.
Hold on, ask them, who here uses ChatGPT? Put 5 in the chat. Who here has ever used it or is using that? I don't care, doesn't matter about the frequency. If you ever used ChatGPT or any AI, put 5 in chat. Okay, so it looks like someone in the audience uses ChatGPT.
Yeah,
awesome.
ChatGPT is with us.
So that's relevant.
Probably not going anywhere. But essentially, the busy season is coming and people will be looking for gifts, ideas, what to buy for my husband, what to get, for my daughter or something like that. And they will most likely go to ChatGPT and ask for ideas, like what can I get to, a person that likes cycling, or they like to read and they are interested in history, and then they will look for recommendations. And ChatGPT now can recommend products. And if you are in either on Shopify or Shop App or Etsy, then there is this instant checkout inside of ChatGPT. So people don't really need to go anywhere. They just find the product, they're happy with that, and ChatGPT will just show them the checkout where they can buy products. And if you guys already on Shopify, I would really recommend going to this website and filling out the merchant form, because that will make sure that products in your store are going to be recommended by ChatGPT.
Yeah, and if that sounds kind of complicated to you guys, we're offering a special deal. Again, we're not selling anything. We promise that we're not gonna be selling anything. But if you guys wanna schedule a call with us, whoever has attended the webinar, we are giving like 5 hours for free. Normally we charge 125 per hour, which is like the lowest rate. For example, for HubSpot, we charge like 200 per hour. So it's 5 hours of our consultation for free. So we can jump on a call with you, with your team, look at your Shopify, and we can look into things that you want to prioritize, or we can consult and look at the stock apps or things that are the most interesting to you.
Yeah, we can help with Shopify setup. We are also a Shopify partners, so we can set up a store for you and then transfer the ownership, and we can just discuss that. If you guys considering using Shopify, I would really recommend, if you want to stay on top of the game in 2026 in terms of the e-commerce and online selling, this is something definitely to consider.
Yeah, that's it. So we're gonna have a Q&A session, and now we're gonna have someone asked about GEO and AEO, and we actually had this webinar like a month ago, and again, like tremendous interest. A lot of people showed up, business owners. It was a little bit broader than just the books industry, but people want to know how to market to AI, and we discovered this gem company called Trustpilot, who their domain authority is just extremely high. They have an awesome system to detect fraudulent reviews. So you can't just send someone from Pakistan or from somewhere and write 1 million reviews. Like, that's not gonna work. It has to be a verified purchase. And with that verified purchase, if you have unbiased, authentic review, AI loves that, loves crawling that. So if you guys are our customer and we send you this email asking, how was experience with Emersoft, and you said, hey, I worked with Emersoft on their books app and it's awesome, that's already helping us. If you guys type anything about the book industry, like most of you probably found us doing some AI research. I know I don't want to name names, but I don't want to be rude. But I know a lot of you found us actually through AI, which is incredible. So that's what we want to give to you as well, all of our knowledge. And I really connect with John here, connect with Matt from Shopify and from Trustpilot. But now 15 minutes, awesome session with John. John, over to you.
And I just want to remind about the FAQ session that we're going to have later. So please stay. If you have any questions, we can discuss some details.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'm John. I manage partnerships here at Trustpilot in North America. So work very closely with Emersoft on our partnership, and have seen a lot of success already, not just with bookstores, but all kinds of e-commerce businesses, especially in the Shopify ecosystem and on the platform. So I'll go ahead and pull up a quick little slide deck so we can learn a little bit about Trustpilot, and then jump into probably what everyone is really excited to see is a success story of a business just like yours. So what is Trustpilot? Trustpilot is the world's most popular and powerful review platform. I think many of us already know this, but I think what a lot of people don't know is Trustpilot does more than just reviews, help you source reviews and build trust with your existing and potential buyers. We also help you grow the reach of your brand and of those reviews, and improve the customer experience through all the great tools that we have for review management, amplification of reviews, and insights and analytics, and now even AI tools in our business-to-business app. So, we do have our consumer-facing side where the customers come to vet companies and leave reviews, but the powerful side of the platform is where businesses like you log in to our admin portal, to our platform, and leverage all these tools. So lots of great features, but what I want to focus on today, rather than showing you all these features, is the results that you can get from taking a more proactive approach to your review strategy. So who here knows about thrift books? You can put a 3 in the chat if you know and have heard of thrift books. Yep, lots of people, of course. Yeah, they're a big name in the space, right? So thrift books has really exploded their brand thanks to the voice of their customer. And they've done that all through Trustpilot. That started with collecting verified reviews through automated invitations. So they set up a process through our integrations that automatically invites all their customers to leave reviews, so they don't have to do it manually. They don't have to chase every customer down one by one. And they're giving themselves as many opportunities as possible to get feedback, both positive and negative, from their customers, because that negative feedback is valuable as well to show that you respond to it, you fix it, and that you're an authentic brand, and you're not just curating or cherry picking reviews. Because I'm sure all of us agree when we're shopping, when we see reviews out there, if it's just a handful of reviews and a perfect 5 stars, that's a little suspicious compared to hundreds or thousands of reviews and maybe a 4.5-star rating, right? They're also replying to reviews, 100% of them, of anything considered like an average or negative review within 15 hours. And with over 2 million reviews on the platform, that's really hard. But it's shown that they are a responsive and engaged brand despite the volume of business that they do, and Trustpilot has really enabled that. One of the really cool features we have for that is AI assisted review responses. So you can actually utilize AI to generate review responses a lot faster for you at scale. They're analyzing all that feedback they get, both positive and negative, within the platform. We also have AI tools for that, along with other ways to synthesize the data, so you can figure out what's working, what's not working, and you can even compare yourselves to your competitors, get market insights to see in very specific categories, how are we doing, how are we mentioned in these reviews compared to other bookstores out there, right? They're showcasing reviews on their website, on their homepage. They have a dedicated testimonials page on their website as well. This is helping with conversion rates on their website. So we'll take a look at that in a second. And what did all this add up to? Great numbers, numbers that you can really easily directly attribute and track through your marketing and sales performance. So they saw 125% increase in organic traffic, thanks to the way that Trustpilot and the UGC boosted their brand, their website, and their Trustpilot page online, and 180% growth in revenue. So yeah, by integrating Trustpilot into their strategy, they've become not just one of the most reviewed bookstores in North America, but one of the most reviewed businesses in all of North America on Trustpilot, with over 2 million reviews and 92% of those being positive. So let's take a look at their Trustpilot page. Can everyone see their Trustpilot page now? Just switched over to the other tab.
Yes, we can see it.
So this is what just absolutely excellent Trustpilot page looks like. They have very high reviews. They have a high volume of reviews. So you can't question the quality or the reliability of their service, or the sample size of the reviews that they do have, right? Here's a review summary, AI generated, that tells us, no one's going to read through all 2 million of those reviews, right? That's impossible. So this AI review summary here on their page is going to tell all of their potential buyers what the overall sentiment of those 2 million reviews is. Some featured reviews, company details. These things are all important. We were talking about GEO or AEO, answer engine, generative engine, AI engine optimization earlier. These are all things that can really help with that if you structure and put the right content and information in here, in addition to all the sentiment that is mentioned directly within the reviews. But of course, not everyone is a Trustpilot user. Most of our customers, they don't come to us, and thrift books is not primarily benefiting from the traffic they get directly on the Trustpilot website. They're actually benefiting more in other places. So let's take a look at that. First is search. This is one of the main reasons why a lot of people would come to Trustpilot, is because when you search a business's name plus reviews, which most people do when it's not a brand that they recognize. Of course, there are big brands out there where we already trust them, we know them, they're a household name, but anything that isn't, consumers are going to do research to make sure it's legitimate, it's safe to buy from, it's not a scam, right? So with thrift books, now that they have such a high volume and rating of reviews on Trustpilot, they're benefiting directly in searches like thrift book reviews or thrift books. Is thrift books legit? Is thrift books a scam? Blah, blah, blah. Those kinds of keyword searches, right? So you'll see an image right here. Well, that's odd. This one is an accurate one. That one was shown earlier, but you'll see actually in Trustpilot's Google integration, they're pulling in that star rating right here in the company overview. So 4.7 out of 5 on Trustpilot. So that links directly into Trustpilot. And another thing a lot of people are concerned about, and we'll see, is Reddit is a powerful website for company reviews, but this is anecdotal, right? You don't have 2 million people posting on Reddit about thrift books. It's just a handful of people. So this is a small sample size. It's very anecdotal. So when people see this, we need to counteract this. And that's what Trustpilot does. So you see the very next result for them, because they have so many reviews and because Trustpilot is such a powerful domain, they're getting reassurance here that, okay, these Reddit posts are probably just very rare cases. The typical and standard customer experience is what you see here on Trustpilot, right?
John,
So that's
John, I
go
have
ahead.
a question. So they collected so many reviews, but do you think they incentivize customers to leave a review? What are the good, practices or maybe tactics of actually, getting those reviews? Because it's a lot, it's a like extra work for people. Not everyone wants to go there and leave the review.
Yep, yeah, good question. So we have a very comprehensive process and technology set up for that. And it's really what positions Trustpilot to be this powerful domain. And that is that you can't, there are a lot of rules we have for our content integrity and reviews. You can't incentivize reviews. You can't cherry pick who you're inviting. You have to invite all your customers without bias. And because our customers know that, because or consumers who use Trustpilot know that, Trustpilot has become the most used review platform in the world, with the most web traffic, the most monthly, daily visitors, with most reviews flowing in every single day. Because unlike other review sites, they know when they look at a company's Trustpilot page and the reviews on it, that they're not going to be cherry picked, they're not going to be curated, they're not going to be that it's going to be an accurate representation of the reliability that they can expect from the business, right? So because of that, it's less of a quality play where you're picking very specific happy customers to invite. It's a quantity play on Trustpilot. So it's all about inviting as many people as possible. And if you are a good brand, yes, you will get some negative reviews, but the overwhelming majority is going to be positive reviews. And we make that very, very easy as well through our integrations, like our Shopify integration, which I'll get to later, where we can trigger these invitations automatically based on a purchase or a delivery or something like that. And because we have confirmed that that person is a customer, that they had an experience with your business via the Shopify integration, they don't need to verify or jump through a bunch of hoops when they leave a review. If you were to come to Thriftbook's Trustpilot page organically, to leave a review, you have to create an account, sign in, maybe go through two-factor authentication. But when you get the email invite via the Shopify integration, you don't have to sign in because we know you are a customer. So it makes it very easy for them to just click on the link in the email, click stars, write a quick note, and send the review in. Lots of other review methods will get high abandonment if you have to log in or create an account beforehand. So does that answer your question, Paul? Cool.
Yes,
Um,
thank you very much.
So any questions? I guess we'll do questions later, but so this is the SEO side of things, but what's even bigger now is, like we said, AEO, AI engine optimization. So before we take a look at that in practice, I'm going to go through just at a very, very high level how AI works, at least in relation to Trustpilot. We could talk about this for ages, but this will just be a really quick overview. So Capgemini's research actually found already that over 58% of consumers are now replacing traditional search tools like Google with generative AI tools like ChatGPT for product or service recommendations. So this shift in consumer behavior is already underway, and I'm sure many of us in this room are already doing the same thing. I moved to a new apartment recently, had to buy a bunch of new stuff and furniture for it. I was in ChatGPT all day, every day, looking for recommendations for what to buy for my kitchen, my living room, bedroom, all that stuff, right? So what does this mean? AI now stands in the way of customer interactions. It's between the customers and your business, right? And that means we have to think a little bit differently in order for AI to let them pass. And how do we earn the trust of AI? There's a handful of ways, but two of the biggest ways are sentiment and authority. So recent and robust opinions help AI overcome commercial bias, which is what you as a business are saying, and recommend with confidence. So AI is naturally it's smart, right? It's naturally like any of us going to be skeptical of any marketing you put out there because of course you're only going to represent your brand in a positive way. So after it looks at information that you market that you put out there online yourself through the web, it's going to go try to find ways to validate that. And one way to validate that is through customer reviews, the voice of customers who are unbiased, right? And when it goes to look for ways to validate that, it's going to look for high authority sources. AI cannot scrape everything on the internet. It's very expensive to do so. So it's going to prioritize high authority sources to help verify the credibility and the validity of that consumer sentiment. And like we talked about earlier, Trustpilot has extremely high domain authority, one of the most visited websites in the world. So it is seen as one of those high authority sources. There are some others out there, like major news publications are big ones. But I think we all know how hard it is to, get published in like a newspaper or website or something like that, New York Times, whatnot. That's a little bit out of our control, but what Trustpilot does let us do is take control of the review side of things, right? So businesses like you guys need a strong online reputation from third-party sources like Trustpilot, and it needs to be consistently backed up across all these sources. And that's where we come in. Like I mentioned, we have both sentiment and authority. Domain authority is ranked 95. Our content is also structured, so LLMs can easily scrape it. That's an important thing. So it's cheap and easy for AI to understand all that information in the reviews, sentiment about your business on our site. And we also have a high volume of reviews. 330 million reviews on the platform globally, 65 million consumers coming to the website every single month and growing. So how exactly do we help with that, with actively managing Trustpilot and our reputation with AI? How do we make sure that we're standing out? A few ways, again, at a very high level that Trustpilot does that. Making sure your Trustpilot profile page is up to date with especially that metadata that AI looks to quickly and easily scrape. Continually refreshed with new review data. So it's important. AI also prioritizes fresh content. It doesn't want to reference things that are out of date. Usually 3+ months is considered out of date. So you need to have those reviews continually flowing in. And you want those reviews highlighting your strengths. And you also want to be showing that you are a responsive, reliable business, responding to those small amount of negative reviews if things do go wrong. Powell, question?
Yeah, so I'm just want to be cautious of time. So let's maybe move to the FAQ section. I've saw a lot of questions on the chat.
And obviously, thank you, John, for
Mhm.
we could be talking until the next Christmas begins
Yeah.
because this is like very deep. I can tell you, we've partnered with those guys. They're the best in the game. We use them. We use them to send reviews. We don't use any other platform. Their system is the best. They have the best people, and they're most prepared. As you've seen, strategic partnerships with Google. They provide all
Yeah.
the data. So there's a link for you guys if you want to take advantage of our partner discount. We provide 10% discount if you wanted to ever go on a paid plan, but you don't need to. Like, you can literally sign up for free. Also do it through our link. It's in the chat. And just because you do this, you go through our link, I'll get you a complimentary session with John and the team. We'll look at your business if you're a good fit, and we'll help you set it up. So you start basically marketing to AI. John, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate you.
Yep.
If you can stay for the Q&A, maybe someone is interested in and has some questions. Guys, we're gonna open the floor. It's gonna be very interactive. So if we can, one person at a time. We have some questions that we wrote down from the chat, but don't be shy. And if you want to ask a question, just let us know. Mr. David, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's maybe start with some questions that we got from the chat. Okay. So one question was about the enriched metadata. We have access to a vast, like a big set of metadata that Ingrams provides through their web services. We are a data host. And in terms of what publishers provide, that really depends on what kind of metadata are you talking about. And if they have any integration or any way to pull this metadata rather than just get this from them like over an email or something like that. But as of now, outside of the box, we have access to the metadata provided by Ingram. Another question that I got here was problems with reports beyond 90 days by vendor or sale. So for this one, I really recommend using Stocky. I don't know if you already tried this solution, but it's very robust. You can dive really deep into those reports, and most likely you can find your answer there. But if you still have any problems, you can always reach out to us. We are a Shopify partner. We work with Shopify. We've been working with Shopify for many years, so there is always something that we can help, or maybe that will require some additional apps to look for. Another question from Brandon asking about the auto fetch for all the big five pre-orders and commercial publishers, big publishers, and independent presses and university presses. Right now, we are working on additional integrations. One that's coming pretty soon is going to be integration with PubNet, and we actually have a representation of PubNet on our webinar. So I really wanted to thank you for the tool. It's really, really great, and that's going to help a lot of brick and mortar stores to replenish their inventory. In terms of fetching data, we are also working on integration with the big five, starting with Penguin Random House. So as of now, it's not there yet, but will be available pretty soon.
And we're working on a PubNet integration.
Yeah, so I just mentioned that. Yeah, so it's not there yet, but we hear you guys. We talk to a lot of bookstores, bookstore owners, and the roadmap is huge, and we will be addressing those features one by one. We really want to modernize the books industry. We know the struggle here, and those tools are already there, like Shopify. but I understand your process is a little robust and very specific to the industry.
Yes, one of our clients said that this industry, we did not say that, by the way, I'm just quoting. So one of our clients said that this industry is run, the book industry is run by old white males, and they have outdated systems from like 40 years ago on COBOL and other things. So we're just introducing the tools that are validated. Again, Shopify has 12% global market share in e-commerce. Like, okay, if you have a tool that can beat that, go ahead. But I would rather collaborate with something that exists. And how about I just focus on selling books and I become the best at that? We have a great question, Pavel, here from Chris. What does the upload process look like for the Ingram catalog? Also, we already have an inventory system on Shopify using meta fields, not tags for genre. Would Emersoft be able to accommodate that?
Yeah, so let me share my screen again here. In terms of the upload, one way to do that is through the application inside of your Shopify store, as I was showing you. But if there's a bigger upload, or you want to maybe do that once a week, twice a week, but you just don't have time to do that yourself, we provide a concierge service for our customers where you can just send us an ISBN, a file with all the ISBNs for products that you want to add. It can be thousands of products. It doesn't matter. You just send us the file, and complementary with the app access, we do the import for you with all the metadata available through Ingram Web Services. So let's say you have, or if you already have products in your store and you want to make sure that the data is enriched, so you are not missing anything that is available here, we can also do that. So just a file, CSV file of ISBNs, or you can just let us know what BISAC subjects you want to import, and we can also run that for you. So no more problems with adding products, looking for all the informations, all the data, cover images, and just use the meta fields that we already have there. Yeah, so that's the import upload process. I also saw a good question on the channel about the brick and mortar orders and online store integration. So as I was showing you earlier, Shopify has option to add multiple locations to a product. So let's say I have this product and I already added my shop location to the product, and I can say that I have 10 books on hand, so available. Sorry, I didn't save that. And this location is integrated with the point of sale. So I was showing you here, you can go to point of sale and select locations. And if someone buys that product in your brick and mortar and you use Shopify POS, then that sale will be recorded in Shopify, and the inventory number will be updated for this product, because we also use 13-digit ISBN as a barcode. So outside of the box, everything is working with the POS, because that's the actual number that you can see on the product printed. So you just scan it and then have it updated. So everything is working seamlessly. That's the huge benefit of running on one system for your e-commerce online store Shopify, and for your in-store purchases POS from Shopify. Here inside of your Shopify, we have the inventory, and we use 13-digit ISBN to have that integration. What are the other questions? Marcin, do you have anything there?
I think Chris asked if we can upload the full Ingram catalog.
So as of now, full Ingram catalog has probably around 20 million titles, and it would take a lot of time for the Shopify to actually process that import. And I know if this is something that would be even, desired to have a full Ingram catalog available on your store, because the power of, the advantage of being a in the commerce, in the bookstore, is the curation, right? So you don't want to have all of those products available. You just want to have the curation, so the romance books, the fiction, wherever. And that's the advantage, because everything that you have online, everything that you have out there on your website is being indexed inside of Google. So people can find your store with some books that don't really match your theme, or what you really like, the message that you send online or on social media. So the curation is really the key here, and this is, I think, how you can compare with those big brands like Amazon. So right now, technically, it would be possible. It would take a lot of time to import 20 million products, and I just think it's just not worth it. So it's better to have
I
the
will give you an example with the adult. Maybe we had a client, they sell books for children. And imagine if you pull everything from Ingram into your store. And again, there are titles that, trust me, if you're selling books for kids, for children, there are some adults books that you do not want indexed in your store. And that's just an example. We have many, things like that from just different sellers and retailers, where their specialty and curation is in a specific category, and there is something that antagonizes them completely. And then you have readers and buyers complaining, "Hey, why is it in your store? What's going on?" So it can actually be detrimental to your business.
Yeah, we also have a question about switching to Shopify from an old system that your team already knows, and if it's worth it. I think it's totally worth it, because as you can see, Shopify is really not stopping. It's just moving forward and implementing more and more things. So it's pretty user friendly, because it was built in mind with this easy user UX, user experience, very easy to accommodate. The community around Shopify is huge. So you can easily find if there is a problem, or if you need some kind of guidance, there is always someone that knows how to do that. For example, we have a YouTube channel where we record educational videos, how to use Shopify, how to use it for bookstores specifically. So I will be doing a lot of videos about the top 3 apps for online bookstore using Shopify, how to do this using Shopify. So I think it's worth to switch, and I think the sooner you do that, the better, because it's just growing. The access to the knowledge is so easy. It's very accessible, and they just make it simpler and simpler to use.
Can we share website examples of real bookstores currently using?
I also have we can send examples after the webinar, or maybe after the QA session.
Yeah,
but I also have,
Emily, reach out to us, book a call, and we'll send you some of our clients. We work with 100+ bookstores as of today, and we're signing. Today we just signed 3 new, so it's pretty. We're signing up clients pretty quick. They're migrating from old systems, or they're just starting from scratch, and they find our solution.
So I also have a question about flagging back orders out of print. If you have a inventory here, so inside of Shopify, you can also create different views here. So you can literally just create a dedicated view for, let's say, low stock. I don't know if this is what you are actually asking for, but I can show you guys how you can use the advanced filtering inside of Shopify. So you can create a dedicated view for low stock. You can select the location from here. I'm going to use our apps location, and then I can add filters. So I can get the available and do the range. So let's say it's between 15 and 0 products. Right now, I don't have any products that have the low inventory, but you can easily filter out to see what products you're running low on the inventory. And also the Stocky app that I mentioned before, very helpful to run all sorts of reports for your inventory. If there is low stock, or anything like that, you can easily get that from Stocky app. Okay.
We have a great question from Lauren.
Yeah, I also have one question about Canva design. I saw that been asked a couple of times. So it really depends on what do you mean by this question, like what do you mean by integrating the Canva design? Shopify has one of the ways to build a Shopify store is to use Lovable, like Elena was showing us on the beginning of the webinar. And then Shopify has also very extensive marketplace of themes. Some of them are for free. I'm showing the setup on our YouTube channel. There's a video that I created, so we can go there and check. And you can just select the theme from there and start from that and use some customization. And the question, yeah, Martin, you were
We also have a question from Mark. As they are browsing and making decisions, do they see an estimated delivery time? So the delivery time, it's they're set through your contract with Ingram, and they have their own business logic. They fulfill and they deliver. So I think, can you add something to that?
Yeah, there is a way. There are different applications that can actually estimate that because if you are approved Ingram retailer and have access to the CDF Lite account, they send you the spreadsheet with all the shipping things and what they use. I think it's the USPS or something. I'm not sure. You would need to check that.
We have a package here from USPS. That's a priority.
Yeah.
So we live in Florida, St. Pete, Florida. And so that was 2 days from one of our clients. If you go to our YouTube just type Emersoft in YouTube, and I did a video on like unboxing of an item that's being drop shipped to the end customer. So essentially you see the name of your bookstore. So in this case, it's World Caribbean Books. We have a client in the Caribbean. They have a deal with like 16 islands, Caribbean islands, and we got this book in Florida.
Yeah,
So
and there are apps inside of Shopify that actually integrate with all the USPS, DHL, and all that stuff. And there is a way to estimate the delivery based on your postcode. So yeah, Shopify also gets that. I also see a question about who's that? Adding products. So the access to all of those products.
From who is that?
It's from Lauren. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So if I navigate to the application, this is how you can browse the database. So all the catalog of available products. But if you don't add them to your Shopify store, they are not accessible on your website. So you want to make sure that those products are added. And this is again the curation thing. So it's more of a mindful selection of products that you want to have in your store to keep this one theme, like maybe fiction or romance, rather than having a full catalog of every single book that is out there. But again, with our service, you have the concierge, access to the concierge support, and we help with adding products. So you can just let us know about the BISAC subject to match your theme, and we can import that for you.
Guys, if you have any more questions, we're happy. Like John, thank you, by the way, for sticking around. If you guys have any questions from John from Trustpilot, make sure to connect with him. I think Matt's here from Shopify. By the way, if you guys have brick and mortar and you want to talk about Shopify and how to set it up for your store, make sure to connect with Matt. He's an awesome gentleman. We're so grateful to have him here. So definitely connect with him. Or if you want to schedule a call with us to get that complimentary 5-hour consultation, we normally charge $125 per hour. Just because you attend this webinar, we can explore whether you're already on Shopify or you're planning to switch to Shopify. We can explore, kind of do a small discovery of your case, or maybe use that time to not only give you some consultation, but do some work for you for free, just because you attend this webinar. And some people had questions about like Shopify apps. So we would jump on a call with you, schedule a call by using the link that I provided, and we can literally just talk and see how we can find a solution.
And also, we want to make sure to educate people. So this is not the last webinar that we are hosting. There's gonna be more. We will be exploring more areas of Shopify for booksellers and how we can modernize the industry, because we know there's a need for that, and there is a tech that is available for other industries. So we want to make sure that you guys have all the auto fetch with the big five. This is coming. PubNet integration to quickly replenish your stock. So you will be able to just select the vendor, check out the products that you want to order to your store, and do that directly from Shopify. So no more double work, no more adding here, there, exporting. So that's all gonna be covered. We are just starting. And if you need any help, let us know. We are here working with Shopify and happy to help.
Yeah, I think Matt just dropped his email. Make sure to write it down if you guys want to explore Shopify POS for your business, and to sign up with us. We can schedule a call. I see there's a question from Lauren as well, that one of the challenges bookstores run into when competing with other online outlets can be selection. I mean, there are many challenges, not just selection, trust me. So we're integrating PubNet, as Pavel said. We have Ingram already. So again, Ingram's the biggest. So we selected the biggest. Shopify is the biggest. And again, then you have Ingram, again, the biggest player. We connect the dots, and now we're adding other players. And Ingram's connected to all those guys, but I understand, like different corporations have their own rules. And so we're not tied to any one player. We're here to connect. We're like, if you think about us in this way, I think that will be the best analogy. Like, we're the bridge builders. We're building bridges. We're not building castles here. We're just connecting the castles. So people have the solution that they need.
Marcin, that actually I feel like relates to a question that John Kaplan asked earlier. I don't think it got answered, but I think Trustpilot actually is one of the few answers to it. He said, if we all have similar online bookstores, how do I maintain a competitive advantage? Will we all be competing on this call for the same customer? So yeah, that's right. I mean, bookstores, you guys are all selling sometimes similar overlapping selections. And one thing I didn't get to mention earlier was the difference between product reviews and brand level reviews. So product reviews will be reviews of every individual book, right? And that will help people, once they know your website, decide to purchase a book or not, or which book to purchase, right? But that's not going to help them figure out which brand or which online bookstore to buy from. And that's where brand level reviews that Trustpilot does come in. So we are a brand level, a company level, service level review platform. And the way you stand out with your reviews of the brand, whether it's customers mentioning how much they like your interface process, your shipping speed, the quality, reliability, the support that you guys give, all that kinds of stuff, is one of the best ways that you can differentiate and stand out.
Thank you very much.
Can I weigh in on that? Can I weigh in on that?
Yes.
Yeah, so it wasn't a loaded question to put you guys on the spot. I wanted to throw that out there because being in business for a long time, I wanted to get the question that's probably going through everybody's head. So what I want to share with you guys is that the online experience, the experience that they're going to have on the interaction is a differentiator. There's a lot of commodity products. And so just adding on to what John was saying is all those things can help improve your business and improve your products. And you guys have a mix and an experience you're trying to create. And what I want to tell you too is working with Emersoft, they are experts on creating not just an experience, but on the marketing aspect behind it. So this all combines into having a great experience and an interaction. So I just wanted to add to that.
Thank you, John.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
you.
Thank you, John.
Awesome. If you guys have any more questions, again, we're over time.
Yeah.
I know everybody wants to, go and just wrap up for today. But if you guys have any questions, we'll stay for another 5 minutes.
Yeah. And if you want to discuss some specific cases, please reach out to us. We are available for you. You can also check out our YouTube channel if you want to learn a little bit more how to set up a bookstore, what are the best apps for the bookstores in Shopify. And if there is something that you would like to learn about and it's not covered, you can always send us a message, and I'm happy to record something for YouTube, and we want to give to the community.
Yeah, our goal is to build a community. Like the stronger the community and we talk to each other, again, in a transparent environment. Like I was on another webinar, we get in with Pavel, and when you drop on webinars and they never show you who is the participant, it's interesting why they do it, I want to show all my participants. Like we had 130 people signed up. I think at some point we had probably 50 people online. So it just goes to show how much energy it goes into promoting this thing and pumping. Like it's been like days and nights pumping, sending emails, I think we probably did 500 pieces of content pretty much, shorts, longer, newsletters. Elena did a great job, organizing this whole platform as well. So we appreciate your time, and we're privileged to have you here. And again, like we opened the forum, and you guys have Trustpilot here. You guys have Shopify. You can connect with them. You don't need to go through us. It would be awesome. Like come for a consultation, talk to us, but go to those guys directly. We just want to make sure that you're connected to those biggest companies and you can talk to them. So that's our goal. Our goal is to bring you the tools that we use for our business every day, and we build solutions on those tools. We build those bridges.
Yeah.
So there will be more webinars. And do we have any more questions there?
There is one about Shopify POS for the restaurant, although I see that Matt already.
Okay. Matt's got your back. So
yeah, and also
perfect. Thank you, Matt.
What we really want to do here is to provide a service that you guys can go to Trustpilot and leave us a 5-star review without us even asking for that.
Yeah, by the way, Trustpilot here. So again, John, can I send a link, or is it a violation of Trustpilot policy if I send a link here and ask for a webinar review?
So
they had an experience with us.
You can send a link, but it won't count as a verified review. And they will have to, like we said earlier, log in and create an account. So if you really want to get the maximum benefit out of Trustpilot, I think it would be best to utilize either Shopify, or maybe I know you guys use HubSpot CRM. You can automatically trigger review invitations from that as well. Anything that's a customer experience, it doesn't just have to be a purchase. It could be a support ticket. It could be something like this. So you could trigger the list of all the attendees to this webinar to send an automatic review invitation via your CRM where you're uploading it to, and then they'll get that verified email to leave the review.
Yeah, that's a great answer, and this is very helpful for everyone to understand and know how to use Trustpilot properly to maximize the benefits of that. So yeah, I think we can wrap this up. I don't see any more questions on the chat.
Yeah, we'll drop this link again for you guys if you wanna sign up.
Yeah.
I mean, this is 5 hours of my time. Like trust me, I have a lot of things to do, but it's not just my 5 hours, it's his 5 hours. So, and I'm gonna drag some other people. Like I have people sitting here helping with this webinar, and you see, like this is all live. Like the camera is dropping, this thing's not working, the microphone's not working. Like, but we're real. We're real. This is community. We're building bridges here. We're not building castles here. We're connecting, and we're talking, and we're bringing the best solutions, and we want to help.
Yeah, and this is a recorded session, so that's gonna be available to watch. And we will keep you updated, guys, on the upcoming events and more.
You can go to emersoft.co/webinars, and we'll have another session. So
Yeah, we want to modernize the industry, so coming up with better ways of selling books and spending less time managing your inventory.
yeah, John, do you want to say something before some final words, and Elena and Matt, if you have?
No, not too much for me. I think I got everything out. But yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for the time, everyone, and looking forward to getting everyone's brands boosted and the customer voices out there to really show how much people love buying books from you.
Thank you very much, John.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. I know it was Thursday night, so it's amazing. It was amazing session. Thank you so much, Pavel and Martin and Gian. And it was from the questions we got, I feel like it was very impactful session. It was so packed with value. So that was incredible.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Until the next one.
See you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.